For me, track and field was just something I tried in high school. My goal was just to get faster for football, so for my senior year. So I started doing outdoor track as a junior. Turns out it worked out pretty well, so I did the indoor and outdoor season as a senior. Talked to the UMaine coaches, they encouraged me to try out, so I came out, made the team, and then 4 years later, here I am. For me, my primary focus once I come into UMaine as a student was always to put myself in the best position to be able to go to medical school at the end of my 4-year experience here. So academically speaking, that's just been about excelling in my classes to the best of my ability, and then in terms of work, putting myself in a position to work with other students to kind of revisit the material that I've already learned to improve my understanding of the content. And the best way to do that was just be able to teach others in that aspect. So,
what kind of cells are bacteria? Prokaryotic. And what do prokaryotic cells lack?
Scott and I have met when he was a first year, into his second year. He had expressed an interest in going to Tufts Medical School very early on, and so we worked together to kind of lay out a plan. I look at his application process as being very much as developing a strategic plan and saying, okay, we know where you are right now, we know where you want to go. How do we build that bridge? He certainly has athletics, and I encouraged him to move to leadership, get some leadership skills, which he has done very successfully, getting involved in research, getting involved in the community service. The Health Professions program works with all students who have any interest at all. If they say, I'm interested in going into being a physician, a dentist, optometrist, any one of these healthcare positions. We have a Health Professions Club that they can be involved in. We have a mentor program that allows them to shadow with professionals in their field of interest. There are many occupations, over 300 occupations in healthcare. So we want to determine, is this really how they want to spend their career and preparing.
I work for hundreds and hundreds of hours every year just trying to shave hundredths, tenths of a second off my time just to get a little faster. So I mean, when you're putting in all that time just for these small, unguaranteed returns, it's the same kind of appreciation you get for academics. You got to put in as much time as you possibly can to get any improvement you can get. Hopefully it's a little more significant than the tenths of a second I'm trying to pull off in track, but that mindset and that mentality has put me in a good position academically to pursue my goals and ultimately achieve them.
A lot of graduate programs don't necessarily know how much effort our athletes put into their sport to be successful, and I think it's really helpful. I love our coaches are very supportive of our athletes, and they always write letters of recommendation to help explain how much time, like for Scott, how much time is he putting on the track team to make a difference. And he and I always joke, I said, medical schools love the athletes that are driven. I mean, how much effort you make to cut your time down by half a second. You think about that drive to be successful in a sport is the same drive that you need to be successful in your career.